Today, I want to talk to you about the 5 really important reasons why you should get gut health testing done if you've got gut health symptoms. I'm Carmela, and I'm a nutritional therapist, and I've been specializing in gut health for over 10 years now. And I do find with a lot of my clients, they're quite reluctant to get the tests done. And I do understand they're fairly expensive, but they really are incredible now. There's great technology that yields just so much information. It saves you a whole lot of time and a whole lot of frustration when you know exactly what's going on. So that leads me to reason number 2, is using the tests can really help you to find out what the core underlying cause is of your symptoms. And that's half the problem, especially when it comes to gut health, is your symptoms can be kind of vague, and they could mean that you've got all sorts of different disorders, and you can't really tell unless you get a decent test done. And then that makes my job way easier because I have all the information and I know exactly what protocol to create that can really help people overcome their symptoms. And a good example I want to give is something like SIBO, which is something that I help people with quite a lot, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, and it's quite a common cause of IBS. So you can do a SIBO breath test, and that will yield great information. It tells you exactly what bacteria is causing the problem, and it also tells you how severe the problem is. So really, very important, and it saves an awful lot of time taking out all the guesswork, trial and error with different supplements that don't really work. So that's a very good reason to do it. Reason number 3 is that you can really sort of delve deep into a protocol and prepare it with a lot of accuracy. So going back to that SIBO test, I will be able to pretty much estimate how long you would need to take a natural antimicrobial based on that test. And like I said, you can accurately choose the right type of antimicrobial that's going to actually work. Reason number 4 is you can use it for retesting. So if you've done a test, you've got your baseline, and then you can assess progress. So for instance, if you had SIBO, you do your tests, you might find that you're not recovering as quickly as you want. So you do a retest, you can see how well the protocol's working. Or you can do something like a stool test, and you can have a look at what's going on in the large intestine at the same time. You might find you've got real depletions in your microbiome, or you might find you've got a yeast infection, and that needs to be addressed in order for your symptoms to fully go away. And so then reason number 4, which, yes, I think that's reason number 4, forgive me, is you can really optimize your health using testing. So you can get maybe like 3/4 of the way of feeling better. But if you do a test, like something like a stool test, you can start correcting a lot of things in your digestive system. And like I said, your gut health is a little bit like a car. If one thing goes wrong somewhere in the digestive system, it's going to affect somewhere else. So you generally have to correct other areas. And so something like a stool test will tell you about how well you're digesting food, how well you're absorbing food, what your microbiome's like, any other overgrowths or infections. It looks at parasites. It's just really amazing. So you can absolutely optimize your health. And the really important factor with that is when you've corrected all these issues, you're very unlikely to ever have gut health problems again. So it really, really helps to prevent any frustrating relapses or flare-ups that you might be suffering. Gut health testing is very, very good. Really useful. I would always recommend it. And even if you think it's expensive, it actually will save you money in the long run because you're taking out the guesswork. I have tests on my website. If you click on the link below, and I've done a little PDF that helps you to compare different tests, and it shows you what each test can measure. And so thank you for watching. If you have anything you want me to cover, any questions, please put in the comments, or also go on my website if you want to book either a free discovery call or if you want to book a consultation. I also have some different supplements and meal plans on there too. Thank you and goodbye.